In this Sunday's paper, a story of tragedy not too far from where we live, Mexicali, Mexico. It's part of an ongoing series at the Desert Sun. It's called Danger in the Air. Here to tell us more about this story is Desert Sun photographer Zoe Myers. What a fascinating read. And when you look at it and the pictures that we see, absolutely fascinating. How did the Desert Sun come to even do this series down in Mexicali?
It got started by Ian James and Greg Burton, who was our previous editor. They both knew about the New River and how polluted it was, so they were interested in going down and understanding that pollution more and how it was affecting people. I started going with Ian on some reporting trips in 2016, and the more time we spent, we realized that we really needed to understand how pollution was affecting the whole region, the water and the air.
So where is the pollution coming from?
There's a lot of sources of pollution in that region. It's a valley, just like we're in a valley here. So in terms of air pollution, it's already very susceptible to air pollution. I mean, it's open desert, so there's certainly natural sources, but Mexicali has also become a large industrial center, and there's certainly a lot of industrial sources of air pollution as well.
And it not only affects Mexicali, but it's also affecting the United States.
Right. Really, the way to understand a city like Mexicali is that it's one community and it goes across the border. So Calexico, in many ways, is part of the larger Mexicali region. So
what's being done? I mean, we look at pictures like you photographed of the river, which looks absolutely just so polluted. What is being done to clean it up, to stop the pollution, and thereby hoping to affect a positive change in people, the air they're breathing?
Well, in terms of the river, many of the people who we talked to who live in Calexico expressed a lot of frustration because they've lived there for decades and they haven't seen much done. There have been efforts, binational efforts, to clean up some of the sewage that was in the water, and there have been treatment plants that have been built. But unfortunately, there's still a lot of infrastructure problems in Mexico that haven't been addressed. And so there's a lot of concern that that sewage is going to start spilling more and more and more.
The people who live there, do they really have a voice?
They feel frustrated that they haven't been heard by politicians, by local officials. They feel like not enough has been done.
And the death toll keeps going up in this area too, correct?
We found that the Mexicali region has some of the worst air pollution in all of the Americas.
Number 5?
Yeah, there's, depending on what metric you're using to measure that. And according to the state of Baja California, they have about 300 premature deaths a year because of air pollution.
This is really a tragedy, and it took a long time to get there, and I would imagine it's going to take even longer to correct the problem. This series is fascinating. You have one of the parts going on to the paper this Sunday, but then you've got some others in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's 4 stories in the series. We'll be publishing on Sunday in print a story that focuses on air pollution. Then on Wednesday, there will be another story in print, and the same thing the following week, Sunday and Wednesday.
Well, fascinating work and just absolutely incredible photographs that really tell the story in itself. Zoe, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.